So let us continue with the next question, that is on exercise 7.1, fourth question. Let us solve it. So the given question is L and M are two parallel lines intersected by another pair of parallel lines P and Q. Show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. That means given here L and M are two parallel lines which is intersected by another parallel lines P as well as Q. We have to prove that triangle ABC, this triangle is congruent to triangle CDA. So to do that, so let us do the solution. So for that, let me consider in triangle ABC as well as in triangle CDA. Okay, I have taken two triangles ABC as well as CDA. If you observe this, these two L and M are the two parallel lines are there. If there are parallel lines means you know the properties of a parallel lines which is intersected by another one line here, or you are known the transversal line. In that cases you can see here this angle, this BAC angle, this angle is same as this angle. BAC is same as DCA because these two are the alternate interior angles. Similar to this, so let me bifurcate this like this. One line I am going so that BAC angle is same as DCA angle. DCA angle, this is the angle because these two are like this. This is like this one. This is the angle here and this is the another one angle. These two are alternate interior angles. Similar to this, another one alternate interior angles you can see. DAC, this angle. I'll dot it with two lines. DAC is same as BCA, this angle. Okay. These two are same here. So two things we have got it to make these two triangles congruent to each other. So which are those? One angle DAC. Okay. DAC, yes, same thing. DAC, this angle is same as BCA. BCA. Similarly, the second one is BAC. Okay, BAC angle is same as DCA. DCA. For this condition I am writing here, those two are alternate interior angles. Those two are alternate interior angles. Hence, those two are equal. So, two things we have already proved it. Only the one thing is remaining. If you see this triangle ABC and as well as DCA, which are the common here? AC is the common side for both of them. So, I can write AC is equals to AC because it is a common side here. So, three things we have shown. So, hence I can write it as triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Why it is congruent? By AS rule. Okay, this is about the fourth question. Next question given here is line L is the bisector of an angle A. That means this line L will bisect this angle A into two parts. One is this angle, another one is this angle here. Bisector means it divides into two equal parts here. And angle B is on the line of L. So this angle is on the line L such that BP and BQ are perpendicular from B. So BQ and BP are perpendicular means they are making an angle 90 degree from the B to the arm of angle A. Show that triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB. Triangle APB, this triangle is congruent to triangle AQB. So if I prove these two triangles are congruent, then it is easy that BP, which is lying, BP is lying on this triangle APB and BQ is lying on this triangle AQB, that will be equal by the simplicity rule here. So now to prove that, let us consider, let me solve this. Let me consider two triangles here. So in triangle APB and as well as in triangle AQB here. So which are the given here? Since they have told that BP and BQ are perpendicular from B, means I can write this angle AQB angle. Angle AQB is same as angle APB. Angle APB. Why they are same? Because both are 90 degree. Perpendicular means they are making an angle 90 degree here. Next, similar to second one, L is the bisector of angle A, means angle A is bisecting into two equal parts. That means one angle I can consider QAB, one angle, this angle, and BAP, another one angle I can consider, or QAB and PAB I can consider. So let me write QAB, that is this angle, that is equals to PAB. PAB. Why? Because L bisect angle A. Okay, these are the two things we have got it. Which is the third one? You can see here in those two triangles, AB is the common. So I can write AB is equals to AB because it is a common side here. So these two are equal, hence they are common side. So at last I can write triangle, hence triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB. Why those two are equal? Because of the AS rule. So if these two are congruent to each other, then I can write it as BP is equals to BQ. Why? Because by the CPCT rule. Similarly, let me consider the sixth question here. In the figure, AC is equals to A. This AC, this one is equals to A. That is a double line I have drawn it. Another one AB, this is equals to AD here. Okay, to differentiate, I have drawn single line and double line here. And BAD, this angle BAD is same as the angle EAC, that is this angle. Okay, show that BC is equals to D. BC, this side, it should be equals to DE here. So to prove that, three things are required here, isn't it? So if I want to prove BC is equals to DE, means I have to prove two triangles should be congruent to each other. If two triangles are congruent to each other, then only we can say the sides BC as well as DE are equal. If I want to prove BC, means what triangle I have to take? I have to take the triangle ABC. If I want to prove DE, means I have to take the triangle ADE here. So two triangles I have to prove it congruent is triangle ABC should be congruent to triangle ADE. Before proving that, see here, two conditions we have already got here. In triangle ABC, this is AB side is same as in triangle ADE, this side. Similarly, this side and this side is equal. But we want the third one also. To do the third one, see here, one of the angles are given. This is the angle given, that is BAD, this angle. So let me write that angle here. So solution, angle BAD is same as angle EAC here. Okay, EAC. So if I join another one angle to that, this angle, then this won't be changed. These two will be also equal. So what is the third angle? Third angle here is DAC. For both I'll add DAC here. Angle BAD plus, I'm going to add for this BAD this angle. That is DAC. Same thing EAC, for that I am going to add DAC here. Okay, both sides I am adding here. If I add on the both side, BAD plus DAC will become the angle BAC, isn't it? This is half part. I can show it once again. This is one and this one. If I add this, I am going to get the whole thing here, which is the whole thing BAC. Similar to here, this angle plus this whole angle, if I add it, what I am going to get the angle? I am going to get the angle as EAD. So that is equals to EAD. Okay, let me take it as equation number 1 here. So now let me take in triangle ABC and triangle ADE. Two triangles I am going to consider. So let me write what is given here. Given AB is equals to AD. That is given here. And similarly another one is AC is equals to AE. That is also given. Next, third one, what we have considered, angle BAC is equals to angle EAD. That is from equation number 1. Hence, I can write it as triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADE. Why these two are congruent? By SAS rule. By SAS rule, these two are congruent to each other. If these two are congruent to each other, the side BC of this triangle is same as side D of this triangle. Why? Because by CPCT. Similarly, the seventh question given is AB is a line segment. This is a line segment and P is the midpoint of this one. P is a midpoint means this AP is dividing AB into two equal parts. That is, one is AP as well as another one is BP. Both are equal here. Another one is D and E are points on the same side of AB. D and E are the same sides of AB such that the given here is BAD, that is this angle is same as ABE, this angle. These two angles are equal, and as well as EPA. EPA, this angle is same as DPB, this angle. So to bifurcate like this I have drawn. Show that triangle DAP, DAPE triangle, this is equals to EBP. This is one triangle, another one is, this is another triangle. If I prove these two are equal means, then I can say that AD, which is on the sides of triangle DAP, is equals to BE, which is on the sides of EPB. So to do that same thing like previously what we have done, like that only we are going to do it here. So let me take the solution. So here given EPA, that is this one, is same as DPB. Okay, this is same here. This is same. If I add this one, if I add this angle to here, so if I consider triangle APB means this angle will be equals to this whole angle. Okay, I think you have understood now like previously. So if I want to add this angle means with this angle is EPD here. So for both sides I am going to add EPA plus angle EPD, that is equals to DPB plus angle EPD. Okay, for both sides I am going to add the angle here. So if I add EPA, this one, plus EPD, this one, means I am going to get the overall angle. Which is the overall angle? Overall angle is APD. So triangle APD is same as here, which is the second one. Second one will be overall this angle. That is, I am going to get BPE here. Let me take it as equation number 1. So now let me take in triangle given DAP as well as triangle EPB. If I take these two one, which is the given things, let me write it here. So first thing is given, this angle is given, this angle is nothing but DAP, that is DAP is same as another one EBP, that is given. These two are angles. So similarly next one what it is, AP is equals to BP. Why? Because they have given P is the midpoint here. If P is the midpoint, AP will be equals to BP. Similarly, from equation 1, I can write APD is equals to BPE. Why? Because from equation 1. So, if these three conditions are satisfied, I can write triangle DAP is congruent to triangle EBP. So, why? Because by the AAS rule, by AAS rule, these two are congruent. If these two are congruent, I can say AD is equals to BE by CPCT.